This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good evening, and welcome to session number 10, 11, not 10. It is 11. So, we are talking about the data type number 7. It is a list, like you can create the list object by using the curly braces or else with the help of the list function also. So, inside of curly braces, items are separated by any item, any data type you can take it, any data type that is mutable or immutable secondary. You can take any data type and items are separated by commas here. If you want to do the same thing by the second method, yes, here you have to write a iterable object. Iterable object only you have to write. Like string is iterable object, range is iterable object, list is iterable object. Where the length function is working, you can call that is a iterable object. I'm going to create one list. See, this is a one list. Type of A and length of A. And yesterday we discussed when the length function is working, when length function is working, yes, we have a four questions. That is the index, slicing, item assignment. Item assignment is working here. Last one, we can say it is a mutable. Mutable or immutable, we have to give that answer, but here it is a mutable. This is up to here, it is a yesterday session concept. Today, we are going to use dir function. What is the meaning of dir? Dir class name or object name if you provide. Dir function will generally, if you write the class name or object name, list out all the subcomponents, simply subcomponents. Nothing but methods we will call it. Is a functions or variables inside of the class. Inside of the class, whatever we have, the inside of the element it will list out. In that, some are starting with underscore underscore, ending with underscore underscore, like add class. These are internally used by, we will call magic methods or magic variables, internally used by Python. So which are not starting with underscore underscore. In that point, if I create a list in this way, dir of a, if I call dir of a, which are not starting with underscore, there are total 11 methods are available. First one is a append with the C character, 3 are there. That is a clear, copy, count, and next one is a extend, insert, index, deletion, pop, and remove, reverse, and sort. These are the 11 subcomponents are there. Even I'm calling as a method, but we will see what is that one. to remember this one, I'm just giving C3I2 shortcut with C3 are there. See, this is a list. Type of A already is there. DIR of A inside of object. Object is nothing but pointing class only. Which class? List class. Object A pointing the list class only here. Even if you call dir of list, also same result. List is there. List objects Xerox copy A. If you are calling dir of A means indirectly again it will pointing to the class only. But the best practice is always with object. The A is the object of list. See, even dir of A or dir of class name list, both are same the result. So ignore all the things which are not starting with underscore. These elements from here append to this one we have to concentrate. To print them also, I provided one script in the last session. The session number 10 or 11, 10. This is a script, unique script I provided, which this you can print any type of method, any data type methods. The same level only here there. Now one by one we will see in this session. Okay, one by one we will see in this session. So this is a list A. So when I calling dir of A, this append is coming. What is the append? I want to find out that one. What is the append? Is it class? Is it a variable? How to find out? Append. Yes, here is there. Who are you? Okay, when I'm using dir, you're getting we are getting on the screen. I'm asking who are you? So which function will give the answer for to identify what type of object?
Type.
Which function?
Type.
Which function?
Type.
Yes, type function. Type of append. Will it work? Is it correct or not?
DataType. No.
No, it is wrong. Why? Because this is coming from where? dir function you are using. Inside of the dir, you have to use either object name or class name. Object name and this one, append. Between them, you have to use a dot operator. So instead of a object, we have this one. Otherwise, you can list dot append also fine. You can use any one of them. Both are same only. There is no difference. But the best practice is use object name. It is saying that function method as of now, you can consider both are having brackets. But method something inside of the class anything come, inside of the class anything come, inside of the class any function, inside of the class any function, inside of class any function we should call as a method. So generally methods having some keywords you have to ignore for some days, like self keyword, forward slash. These you have to ignore these two keywords, self and forward slash. Okay, finally we can say to use this one, it is either method or function. Okay, brackets are required, so we cannot directly use it. We have to use the brackets. We have to use the brackets. Fine. We have to use the bracket. But I am completely zero. How to use it? Which function will helpful for us? I want to get the manual page how to use this one. Okay, what it is I have very clarity. We have a good clarity. But now my next question is how to use it. Which function will give the documentation, sir?
Help.
Help. Excellent, sir. This process is important. See, while taking the help, sir, don't use these brackets. Not required. Don't use any brackets. Directly just plain name only you have to submit. See, help on built-in function append. Append something is required object, and I said forward slash in the any method or any function inside, if you have a CLS, these three keywords you have to remember. CLS never you will see. Self keyword and forward slash. These two you have to ignore for some days. Forward slash you can ignore it. See, append, okay, function. Okay, you can use a dot append, but one object is coming. Object means which objects you know as of now? You know the integer object. A equals to 20. What is a A? What is a A? What is a A? What is the A?
Integer.
Integer object. A is an object and its class name is int. Its class name is int. A is an object. Like that, any object you can attach it. Okay, what will happen? A is a one list is there. Append object to the end of the existing list. Means one more time I am creating one more list. Even if I call dir of C also, same methods only available. We know very clearly append is a function. We decided, we identified that is a function. So with your C is your list name. C dot append. Will it work? Will it work? Based on this syntax, you have to give that answer. Yes. C is a one list. What is ID? 4688. C dot append will work or not, sir? That is my question. Append came from C only. C
Yes,
is
sir.
object.
It
Yes,
will work.
it will work, but one error will come. How many inputs are required inside of this one?
3.
One in two.
One input, one object, one value is required. Any value, directly you can supply the value. Now will it work if I supply in this way?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where it is appending?
After 30, 40.
Last.
After 30.
Last, in the
We have
last.
finished till 30. Now the question is, address is changed of the complete C list object or same address?
Same address.
Changed.
No, same address only it is appending. Same address only it is appending. C dot append, can I append a float number? I mean, you can take the float number in this way, like z equals to 3.14. C is my list. Append one item you can attach it, sir. One item. One item. Any object. Any object. Now tell me, Z will append. Different type I am using. Previously direct value. Now I am using Z. Z is nothing but indirectly 3.14 only. Will it work or not? If works, where it will be appended?
It
Before
will
10.
work before 10.
Before 10. What is the
No, in
answer
the
here, sir? Very clearly it is there. Append the
end of the
object
list.
to the list. End of the list only. End of the list only. Before 10, why you're, I mean, smaller, bigger, you're thinking in that way. Yes or no? So where now this number will append? Second position or last position?
Last.
Always last only. Last one only. C dot append. Is it object? Is it a object? Otherwise,
String.
Yes.
string up. I'm writing like y equals to one object. I'm writing. It is iterable object, but object only. Finally, it is object of some class. Class name is str. Now C dot append. I'm writing y. Will it works or not?
Yes.
Yes. If it
Yes.
is works,
Yes, sir.
how the data will be appended? I mean, last total
Last.
Python will be one item. Let me complete my question. Okay, it will be appended at the last. Perfect. Next, my question is, will be added Python? I mean, 11 comma Python will come, or 11 comma p comma y comma t comma h comma o comma n will come.
11 comma Python.
11 comma Python.
Excellent. 11 comma Python. Total value will be added as a one item. Whatever the y value, that will be sit in the -1 position now. I mean total like value as a one item. See, the same thing you are going to get another explanation at expand. See, append object, any object, 14 data types are there now. Out of now we have a 7 data types as of now. We know 7. We know as of now 7 data types. You can attach anything. Entire object will be sit in the end of the list. Entire object, not individually. Any object. That object may be an iterable or non-iterable. Anything. Non-iterable means basic data types: int, float, boolean, complex. These are the non-iterable objects. Iterable means as of now what are that? String, range, list plus upcoming 7 plus data types. We don't know that now at this point. Upcoming 7 data types are. Okay. Now one more point. Elements are items are added in the same location of I mean same memory location. Same memory location. Sir, is it clear about these 4 points, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Simply we are taking what is the type of append. Append came from object A. Object A line number 18. What is this one? We notice that it is a function. I mean brackets are required. And next one we take the help of the a dot append. Remember, while taking the help, don't use any brackets here. While using a command prompt, you can use it. That's a simple. That is the first one. Append. We can add one value, any object. One value, any object, we can add it. So next one, come to the second one, clear. Yes, our object name is C. It is a list, dir of C. Second one is a clear is there. See this one. Same question. Who are you? Clear. You are coming from C a variable. Who are you? Otherwise, list dot clear. You can write any one of the more. It is saying that one I am a function. I mean clear brackets are required, sir. Now documentation. C dot clear. Yes. What is the answer we have? What is the conclusion? How to use it? I have a one list. Come on. How to use it? What will happen if I use that one?
We'll remove all the items from the list.
Not all the items.
I mean, how to use it? C
C dot clear.
here. Should I supply anything to this one? Is it anything
No.
required?
No.
No.
See, brackets, even in the bracket, previous object is there. Even in the bracket, self or forward slash is there, you can ignore it. Even that two words also not there. Nothing is required. I mean, before going to delete this one, ID of C, 7 elements ID. Now I'm using clear, working, length of C, length of C, length of C, length of C, 0,
0.
ID of C. Yes, perfect. Is it clear, sir? Deleted every element, remove all items, everything one item from the list. Understandable, sir? Is there any confusion about the clear command? It is only for list. Only for list. Removes or delete all the items in the list. For example, C equals to 10, 20, 30. C dot clear. Yes, if you test length of C, it is 0. Now tell me before deletion, after deletion, what is the address location? Is it same or different? If I
Same.
write here, same. That is an important point. Okay. For example, this is a one different question. I have a one empty list. D equals to type of D. Even though I'm trying to delete this one, what will happen? I'm trying to delete all items inside of the list.
It will delete. If you, it will not
But
get any
there
error.
is see,
And ID will be the same.
simple. No no value, no error.
Yes.
Clear? Is it clear about the clear function?
Yes.
Next is one more key, copy, Xerox copy. In any data type, actually there are two types of copies are available in Python: deep copy, shallow copy. Shallow copy is a line number 42 function. Deep copy available. This feature is available in all the data types. This concentrate deep copy, it is available every data type. The syntax is very simple. New variable equals to old variable or existing variable. First, I'm not talking about the line number 42. Just hold on. I'm not talking about the line number 42 for some time. Now, I'm going to see close labs. I will clear the screen. Okay, A equals to I'm copying 10, 20, 37. ID of A, print A, length of A. Perfect. I am creating one object. B total values. B is a one list item, list object. The same values I am loading to one variable B. Now if I call B, what is the result?
And 20, 30.
In 2030.
What is the address?
I think it will be changed. Different address will become.
Deep copy always maintain the same address. Okay, this is one level. If I add I'm adding one item to list A. I'm trying to add 40. I'm trying to add first one. Here I'm adding one element. Can I use this method? Is it correct one? Just to be completed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So A 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is not my question. And same address, there is no thing. Now my question is, what about the B result? 10, 20, 30 or 40 also will come.
10, 20, 30.
40
But
will
see,
not be added.
Oh,
Because we already declared A.
Yes. For example, for B, I'm adding one element. What about A?
30,
Same
20, 30,
50 will.
50.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yes.
So this concept is a deep copy, we will call. So how the internal it will work, sir? Deep copy is nothing but Xerox copy. Deep copy is nothing but dependent copies. Deep copy concept is available in every data type, not only for list. What will happen originally? So when we create when we creating in this way, first we are creating in this way. So one object will be created. And object having some address, memory address ID function. If you use ID function, you will get this one. And inside of that 52 bytes generally we will get. But 10, 20, 30 is there, and which is pointing, the memory address is pointing A, and A is pointing list class. Okay, the A is pointing something, you can leave it. Actually, this is also important. A is a Xerox copy of the A is a Xerox copy of the, but this is a only perfect detail explanation, sir, as per PP8 documentation. It's a class and it is object. You are calling as a variable, but everything is object only. Fine. This is generally you can do anything, sir. It will work. Generally, you can do anything. It will work. Append or clear, you can do it. It will work. Now, when you execute one more line in this way, b equals to a. Yes, b equals to a. Here also one variable is created. Yes, and it containing some address location. But see, inside of this one, the shadow copy. Shadow copy means this address will pointing to you this one. So that's why these will not come to the picture, sir. So actually it's a pointer concept. In simply it is a pointer concept. It's a pointer concept. It is pointing B. It is pointing B. In B also memory created, but in the memory everything linked with object A values. Object A values. So this is a original figure. This is a original figure. So in B, memory is allocated, but inside of that one, address of the first A object is there. That's why if you do any change with B, if you do any change with B, indirectly that is A. If you are doing any change with A, that is A itself only. If you do with A dot append 40 or B dot append 40, 50, if you write anything, that will be affected or changed in the year only. So both are not both are. B is completely depends on A, and A items you can access with B or with A also you can access it. This deep copy is same for all data types. I mean, if you come to the data type number 1, A equals to 123. A equals to 123. ID of A, type of A, Z equals to A I am writing. Z equals to A I am writing. Type of Z, value of Z, ID of Z. Is it correct? Both are same ID address or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It is not iterable objects, sir. Don't try to change the value. For example, if you change this value, Z will never change. See, ID of A is different now. You are completely assigning new value. You're completely assigning new value. You have to concentrate from this area. I mean, A equals to 30, B equals to A, ID of A, ID of B, both are same. Fine, sir. Now link is there. If you assign a new value, completely, what will happen? Completely, this will be vanish. This will be vanish. One more time, I will explain to you. Just with when you work with non-iterable objects, int, float, boolean, complex. Right, simple I will write. For example, one second, not good. So when you write A equals to 5, yes, one memory allocated 5, address is 123, for example, 123. A is pointing. When you write B equal to A, One memory will be created. In that 1, 2, 3 will be there. 1, 2, 3 will be there. Some address is available that, but we cannot access that one. Some address is there 1 to 5, but we cannot access that. It is pointing to this one. Fine. Again, if you write a equals to 200, what will happen? First of all, these values will be copied here. 5. Then after one more variable a is created, and that value will be 200. Or else one more approach also will come, that is PVM will decide. First you are storing a equal to 5, one more time, a equal to 5, and address is, for example, 111. Address b equals to a, so one variable created b, address is some 112, but at these pointing 111. Now you are changing a equals to 500. What will happen? Completely these address whatever we have, this will be go to b, this will be go to b, and for a variable again will be created new, and the address will come. Even if I change the value, a value I am changing, now id address is same or different? Same or different?
Different.
Different
Different.
one. And we also see address same, the second process executed here, internal mechanism, sir. Okay, now this is a deep copy. Generally it is available for every data type, but in our course, in the list object, if you take a list, list equals from again creating 10, 20, 30, dir of c, if I call, copy is there. Copy, who are you? I am a function. Okay, you are a function, then how can I use it? Return a shallow copy. Return a shallow copy. Nothing is required. C is your list. ID of C. Perfect. So how they are saying that one directly you can use it. A new variable C dot copy. C dot copy you can use it. Two different objects will be created with different addresses. I am talking about the shallow copy. See, C dot copy. This function I am using. The result I am storing into one variable. See, without this one, what is the result? No, I'm sorry. Dot is missing. Dot is missing. Result is coming, but I have to store somewhere, na? That's why I'm taking into one variable. See, now tell me, if I use id of d, same C list values only available in D. Now my question is, list object C or variable C and variable D having same address or different address?
Same.
If it is the same, it is a deep copy. Deep copy syntax is this one, D equal to C. I'm talking about the not
Same.
deep copy, it is a shallow copy. Shallow copy syntax is C equals to 10, 20, 30. This is a one list you have. C dot copy and store this result to in any variable. Here D contains same items of the C list, but it's the initially only. Both are two independent list. No effect if you change the values in the one list, and both having different IDs. C, ID of C, ID of D, both are same answer.
No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Completely different. See, if I append an element to C list, C is affected. What about D?
No, it will not be.
See, that is both are different one. Both are different one. This is exclusively for list. The list there is a third component is there, copy. See, syntax is object name dot copy, store this result into one variable. So for example, you have a one list a equals to 20, 20, 30, 40. If you are writing b equals to a dot copy, so in the memory, first a will be created with some address. Items are 20, 30, 40. When you write the b code a, same copy will be created. Same copy will be created. First of all, 10 from 20, 30, 40. A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 some address. Next, when you run this one, one more copy is created, which is pointing B, but address location is different one, 7, 8, 9, some number. Both are independent. Both are independent. It is pointing A, and this is pointing B. There is no dependent component like a deep copy. This is a shallow copy. Yes, this process we will call as a shallow copy. Is it clear, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Simple way, very simple. Deep copy concept is available in every data type, not only, but these copy function is exclusively available in the list. So list is very, very important. Out of 14 data types, first to create a list, next to tuple, set, dict. These four are important. And next one more thing is there, that is a fourth, C count. Count. If I take dir of C, count is there here. How to use this count? Who are you first of all? Are you really a method or function? Okay. So count bracket we have to use it. Tell me documentation. How to use it? Count. I said forward slash you have to ignore it. Something is required value. Nothing but item. So return number of occurrences of a value. Now tell me, sir, how to use it? What is your conclusion? How to use it? Is there any idea by the documentation? By this word, are you able to understand any word? This is the one
C
list.
dot count,
It will
C
show the
dot
repeated.
count
C dot count and that object.
object. I mean index or value. What should I supply here?
That value.
Value.
It's
If
in
I supply 10,
Yes.
10 is repeated. 10 is available in the list two times or not? Somewhere here
Yes.
and here. Okay. Count of 30. Okay, count of Python. Python. How many? What is the result here? What is the result here?
one. One.
It is 0.
One.
It is 0. It
Yeah,
is
oh,
0.
it is.
Now it is 1. Small one. Right. So need to close observation. For example, 2023, sir. What is the expected result? Error or 0? The
Yeah.
item or value which is not available in the
Zero.
list.
Zero.
Zero. Zero.
Simple. 0. Value is not there. It returns 0. Simply. Value is not there. It returns 0. Simply. So count will works with value. Count will works with value. Index here. Something is different is there again. Index concept. See, simply a equals to some objects. If you write a dot count of value, it return 2. Repeated 2 times. Repeated 2 times. How many times it is repeated? Even if you provide a item or value which is not in the list, you will not get any error. Return value is 0. I mean that item is not available. Next one is extend. It's an advanced concept to like parent of append, similar to append only, sir. Extend, let me take one object, list object 10, 20, 30. If you write c dot extend in the bracket of, it is a function or method. As of now, you can consider both are having brackets, but difference you will get in the when we enter to the classes concept. So similar to append, but extend will take only iterable objects only. Iterable object. I mean, iterable object means Python. String is iterable object as of now. Length function will work. Integer, float, boolean, complex. These are not iterable objects. And one more logic. In this iterable object, items are available or not. P is a one item, Y is a one item, T is a one item. Like every item in the iterable object every item or value in the iterable object will be item in the list. So try to understand this one. Okay, anyhow, you can follow the common process. C dot extend, first of all, list out C. Who are you extend? I am a function. Tell me how to use it. Extend. I just said forward slash, you can ignore it. Iterable object. Extend list. Extend existing list. Extend existing list by appending elements from the iterable object. Means C is a function. Otherwise, I will take one more list. Please pick one more. Children is picking. Ayesha. Ayesha. Otherwise, I have to do from my end. This is Ayesha. Okay, now tell me C dot extend. Python is iterable object. Confirm it. Is it iterable object? Python, what is iterable object? That is a string object, sir. String is iterable object. String is iterable object or not?
Yes,
Sir, how
sir.
can you say iterable object or not? See, if I write length
No.
of range of 100. These are iterable object. For example, if you write length of 33 is iterable object. Integer. Integer is iterable object.
No.
No. When float also not iterable object. Even boolean value also not iterable object. Even a complex number also not iterable object. From str onwards, all are iterable objects. 10 iterable objects are we have. Okay, one more time. This is my list. C dot extend Python. Okay, before this one, C dot append method I am coming. How the data will be appended? So what is the fourth item in the C list? Complete Python or P comma Y comma T comma H comma O comma N.
Complete Python.
Complete Python.
Complete.
Oh,
Complete
it's
Python.
welcome. Okay.
Yes. Now I am using extend method and Python is a iterable object. Sir, with append I can add any object, 14 data types, anything you can use it, no condition. But when we work with extend, should be an iterable object. Yes. What is your expected output? Is it correct?
P comma Y comma. Yeah.
C dot extend of range of 5. See, added or not? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have one assignment question on this one. Create a numbers 1 to 100 in the list. Now tell me what is the difference? What is the conclusion? What is the conclusion with append versus extend?
Extend will do a
Append,
slicing of each string.
append, you can append any object. Append any object. Any object, and that object sits into one position. I mean minus one position, any one of them. And that object may be a iterable or I mean non-iterable. Anything we can attach.
Non-iterable, yeah.
But whereas if you come to the other end, append the or append adding the iterable object items as a items of the maybe this word seems to be different. Adding a iterable object items. For example, Python is there. Python is a iterable object. P one item, Y is a one item, T is a one item. Adding a iterable object items as a items of the existing list. Is it clear, sir, this word? C equals to 10, 20. And here if I write this word, C dot extend, okay, you can take Python. See, Python is a one object. Otherwise, you can take into one variable. No need to directly, no need to supply these values. Yes, P is a one item in the Z string object, string Z object. And Y is a one item. Y is a one item. Index number 1, index number 2. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. Next, T
Yes,
is a
sir.
one object. T is a one object. Like that, everything. I mean, everything means Python. Python. These are the string objects. If you write this word get, so what is the meaning? See, adding a iterable object items. Iterable object items. I mean P comma Y comma T comma H comma N becomes as a becomes
Is it same for the
as a
numbers? Suppose if we add, for example, 30, it will take it as 3, 0 or 30.
no 30 is iterable object. Good question. Okay, this is a C equals to 10, 20.
It has
C
only
dot
one
X.
place.
30 is iterable object. First, should be iterable object. 30 is iterable object. Before going to this one, test it.
One.
How can we say it? Length,
Okay.
non-iterable object. Int, float, boolean, or non-iterable
Okay,
objects.
okay, non-iterable, yeah.
If I write this one, what is the answer? Is it 3, 0, 10, 20, 3, 0, or 30, or error?
Error.
It will be
Error.
Error. Why? Because int is not a iterable object. Very clearly they are saying that one. If you go to the extent, it should be a iterable object. It should be a iterable object. Length function should works. When the length function works, that we can call as iterable object. Good sir, good question. I mean, when we concentrate deeply only, we will get this type of issues. But append anything will sit only one position. Extend iterable object items will be items in the list. See how that will come. See, already having 10, 20. Now P will be one item, T will be one item, Python, P, Y, T, and next H, next O, next N. Meaningful, sir, about the extend explanation, extend method?
Yes.
Yes.
Now tell me, which is the best one?
Append.
Append for single value. Single value any object. For example, if you want to merge two lists or one list, one item, one list, one string, one list, one range, one list, one tuple, one list, one iterable object items, I want to merge it. I mean, C equals to, I have a one list. D equals to one more list. I want to merge these two. What should I do?
Simple
In C
append.
list, I want to merge. See, in the C list, I want to merge. Can I write in this way? Is it valid?
No.
Is it valid or not? Before that one, D is a iterable object.
No.
D is a iterable object.
No, it's a non-iterable.
Why it is non-iterable, sir? Length
Yes,
function
it's
will
an
not
iterable.
work. Definitely it will work. Length function is working or not? Is slicing, indexing, item assignment is optional, but slicing is indexing is working or not?
But the objects
Yes.
inside it are integers.
If I'm writing in this way, will it work or not? I'm expanding C. Before that one, C is this, D is this. I'm calling this one. Will it work or not?
No.
It will.
Yes, it is work.
Work. Merging two iterable objects. Sir, today we are taking D as a one list, but any iterable object in this situation. In D area, list added to list. D is a one list
Okay.
added to one more list. For example, D is not a list. Maybe our upcoming topics are there, like a tuple, like a one tuple, maybe like a set, maybe like a dict, anything, sir. Maybe a dict, anything. Upcoming data types I'm talking. See, type of D, type of D. These are our upcoming topics. Can I add to this one? Tuple, can I add the tuple? Why? Because tuple is like this one, D. First length function is working, then you can call this is iterable object. This is my list. Can I add the extend of D? Will it work or not?
Yes.
D is iterable
Yes.
object? Yes, it will
Yes.
work.
Yes. Yes, it will work.
Okay, D is okay. Here D is there, na? Okay, no problem. Here D. One second. Repeat it two times. D equals to 10, 20 or some values are applied. Any iterable object. So purpose of the extend is nothing but purpose of the extend method is, yes, what is the conclusion? Purpose merging list plus any iterable object. List plus one list plus any iterable object item you can merge into this list. You are expanding existing list. But here if you come to the append, only one item you can add it. Right. So up to here, this is for today's session. Tomorrow we will see remaining 5 to R6. Insert onwards. Sir, everything is clear. Come from the beginning. Append
Yes.
one
Yes.
value. Clear deletion.
Yes.
Deletion in the sense deleting items in the list, but still the memory is same. Address is same. We are not deleting the list object. List insert values we are deleting. Even if you want to delete, for example, A equals to one list 10, 20. I want to delete the items, all items. What should I do? A dot clear, is it acceptable? Is
Yes.
it a correct way? Yes. But I
Yes.
want to delete the A variable. What should I do? I want to delete the variable
Clear.
Clear
A.
one.
Clear.
Clear? Hmm, I think you are comparing with MS DOS PowerShell. No. Already it is loaded. Del keyword we will use, sir. Del of A, del of B. Del keyword we will use. Yes. What is a del? Who are you del? Okay, syntax error it is showing. Okay, one more time. Who are you del? Double quotes not working. Okay, who are you del? No. Yes, now in the help prompt I am getting. Del is a keyword. Del any target item, any value if you provide that will be deleted in the memory. See sir, how the process, everything on here only sir. We are not doing anything from extra thing. Everything here only, but we are using in a proper way. Very first time, at seventh data type time, I am using dir. But we are not used it data type one time, dir not used 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 we have to complete dir operations. Right, I will stop here and please complete that assignment which is already available in WhatsApp group. And one more thing sir, so with please complete your payment, please complete your payment. Already if you are paid, ignore this message, otherwise I am going to stop the sharing that videos. I'm going to share the new link also. So without information I am going to remove from the group. Please complete it. Right, it is very less amount, minimum amount only, even though there are pending concepts are there. Please complete that one. If anyone is completed your payment, please ignore this message. Thank you. Thank you all.